Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the dark side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. And here we are with the good stuff then. This is The Nameless City, developed by Paradnight Studio, published by Sometimes You, and is available for £8.39/$9.99. Now this is based on the short story horror adventure by H.P Lovecraft's 1921 novel, which is actually pretty cool. I love all H.P Lovecraft stuff. Now, as for achievements, we basically have to find all glyphs which we need to progress the story anyway. Plus, we will make sure to click on certain objects as we go through the game to get the rest of said achievements. Now, as the novel is short, so too is the game, and we can get this done in around 30 minutes or so. So, with that being said then, let's do it! Now, this is, as I said, a first-person sort of horror narrative adventure slash walking simulator, as it were, so obviously we're going to be walking a lot, we're going to be crawling through stuff a lot, we're going to be sticking our head in places where it shouldn't, i.e. where the sun don't shine, like caves and stuff. I don't know what you were thinking, but yeah, just all kinds of stuff like that. So pretty cool, pretty short, pretty enjoyable, pretty Minecrafty, without any of the Minecraft. So we begin in a city, a nameless city as it were. And all you're going to do is continue to walk forward for now. You can press the left bumper to crouch, you can press the right trigger to sprint, the B button to light up your torch. But there we go then. So for now, just continue on your merry little way through the dusty, deserty sand dunes of life and hell itself.
I forgot my triumph. I'm finding it.
Damn diggity dog, that got dark pretty quick, didn't it? That insinuated like we walked for hours, not minutes. Anyway, we're going to click on this rock, so press the A button when the I button appears. Too dangerous to go through, so what we'll do is turn around and in the top left corner you'll see the symbol for setting up the camp. So press the A button anywhere here, and as it turns out, we'll set up some camp. And press the A button again to sleep until morning. So yeah, obviously there's no enemies or there's no anything like that. So we are all squared away. So as we begin, go forward, press the left button to crouch straight through. Again, if it's a bit dark, press the B button to light your way up. You know how she blows. Something like that. And we will there. So again, you'll see me interact with certain objects because there are some, as we just basically continue to stick with the left-hand side sort of path, there are some things, and if we just duck under here and go under here, yeah, we interact with some things which do unlock achievements, while others don't. So, for instance, this does unlock an achievement here. So if we interact with the pit, which is directly in front of us as we crawled under, this is an achievement. For whatever reason, it wasn't unlocking for me on screen, but you will get your first achievement of the game right here. So now we can just crawl out underneath here and then head more or less slightly right and then directly in front of us where we're going to find another little hole that we're going to crawl into. Okay, getting the hole. Oh, it was a figure of speech. Right, in here then, we've got some strange old stuff going on. Again, press the B button to unlock your torch and then behind the pillar there, interact with whatever the hell that be. From there, turn to the right, crawl under the hole again. And then interact with the thing directly in front of you. Again, again, some things I interact with will be for achievements, others won't be. But it's always worth just double checking everything, especially if you are into the more story related stuff of it as well. It's pretty cool. So just continue on your way forward. underneath the next hole and underneath the next one as well. Now, if you can see the brain icon there, that is your basically sanity meter. So if you've got no light, your sanity meter goes, and then you will obviously die because you've lost your head, as it were. My sanity meter goes whether it's light or dark, in all fairness. But continue forward. You can see the big pink light on the wall to the left of us, but we'll continue forward to find our first glyph. Now, that should be an achievement unlock. So again, if it hasn't unlocked for you, just double check. Again, for whatever reason, it did not unlock for me, but there we go. That's the first glyph done. Okay, so just basically if we look to the right, you can see these two things on the wall here, two scorpion symbols or whatever. Continue heading this way and then crawl straight under, and we'll basically go straight forward. Obviously, we've got nowhere else to go, really. And this is where we're going to get glyph numero uno. My Spanish lessons coming in handy once again. Thank you, Duolingo. Whoops, never mind, I downloaded the wrong app. I downloaded Duolingo instead. It was the wrong one. Anyway, so there we go. That should be the third achievement there. Karth. And these glyphs that we find, they're basically powers that we can use to progress the story. So, again, we are going to head back the same way that we came.
As I am convinced they hold the key to unlock the secrets.
Only this time here, we're going to take a right. And you're going to see a symbol on a wall, which is basically locked. But now that we have the two glyph powers, as it were, we can now go ahead and press the Y button to open up the glyph journal. And then we can click on the two symbols that we've already found, and that will basically open up the way. So, yeah, there we go. Nicely nicely done. And then upwards we gowards. That should also be another achievement there for us as well, getting rid of the first barrier. So as we head to the top of the old wooden piers, the old stairy stairs, again, just crawl your way through to the right here and then interact with this, what looks like a sundial or something. This is another achievement, which should unlock for us now. That should be 5 out of 15 there already. Sundial. Night is coming. Get to your homes before Minecraft attack. And then just basically head up the steps. And into the darkness we go. Time for us to go home. So head to the left.
I should go back to the camp. My head is hurting again. It looks like the city doesn't want to be explored at night.
And safely return to your tent and sleep the night away. Now, if you're anything like me, I'm not a big camping fan. The last time that I went camping, my airbed went flat the first night, and then I was basically lying on the floor. So, tenting for me really is a no-go. But anyway, that's enough about my life story. Head straight forward then. We are now going to explore the rest of the city of the Nameless. We can give it a name if we want. How about Welsh? How about Wales? How about Welshland? How about Welsh hunteriness? Anyway. Head forward. Continue heading straight forward. You can see the barrier, which we could not get through before, which we're going to get through this time. And again, we're just going to do the same thing. So press the Y button to open up your glyph journal. Maybe we can call it Glyphland. Or just Wales 2.0. We'll just call it that. So this is Wales 2.0. I am the mayor of the Welsh Hunter, and I'm also the mechanic, and I'm also the cook, and I'm also the everything. So come down and stay. Anyway, once you have opened up the glyph, we will go straight through underneath. Again, we are going to whap your torch out. Oh, there we go. So we should have also got the second achievement, which they've all started popping now for some reason. The second barrier should have been dispelled. That should have got us an achievement. So now press the A button to crawl into the passage. Wales 2.0 has a lot of secrets. So, heading out to the left. Ta-da! Wow. Right, so, that's a weird glow. But it doesn't matter. Let's head to the left and continue on our way. Now, you can see these things. These look pretty harmless, but they will actually blow you off the cliff, so you've got to be careful. So interacting with this leaf rock here will net us another achievement. The Elder Sign. And now what you're supposed to do then is with this pit, if we dispel these two, so again obviously with your two glyphs, but you're supposed to move out of the way because as you can see it will blow you off the edge. So I'm going to show you exactly how not to do it in just a moment, but press the left bumper button to crouch, of course, so you can crouch under so you don't get blown off. Not the good way either. Now obviously with this one what you're supposed to do is not stand directly in front of it and then do the glyph journal. You're supposed to stand just to the side of it so you don't do this. Whee! In a minute. Whee! And death. Now, luckily for us, whenever you do die, because there are a few opportunities you can die, you will literally just start at literally the same point. So, a death in this game really does not matter at all. As we head down these steps then, again, just crouch your way through. And when we get up to the top of these stairs, we'll crouch under the first one, and then we'll take a left now. We can't go any more forward anyway, so we'll take a left down, we'll jump down these little rock formations, and then once again we will, if we have a look to the left first and interact with the big bridge rock over there. Oh, sorry, I thought that was an achievement, but it's actually not. It's nothing. It's nothing. Now we're going to dispel this barrier in order to get the winds of... I don't know, that kind of looks just like asbestos or something. Wales 2.0 is full of asbestos. Come along, it's good. Good for the lungs. Apart from all the death stuff that it gives you. So interact with that next leaf rock. And then go to the left. You can see this little glyph sort of section-y, whatever it is. We're going to crawl into this passage. And again, make sure to pop your torch on and head downwards to find the next glyph. The life of glyph. So we come up to a new section of the game. We basically have to just touch some orbs in an order. So this is the first one here. So once you've interacted with it and wonder what it is, press A to touch the orb and that will get rid of one of the barriers. And then it is literally just a case now of effectively following the path. It's generally easy enough. So just follow along for the next few minutes or so. Hopefully I'll go nice and slow enough for you to keep up. There you go, nice little puzzle done, and welcome to the Glyph of Life, or the Glyph of Life. And we are out of this crazy section. etc. Okay, so that's another achievement unlocked there, the third glyph, which has been found, and then just head your way back up.
From the depths of reality, voices whisper to me.
So from here, turn to the left, and we can continue on our way. From here, again, we will go to the left, because there ain't nothing to the right, apart from a nice crumbly death, once again. And then what we can do now is, if you open up your glyph journal, we have a third one there. So we'll choose the second and the third option, or the second and the third glyph, and that will actually put the barrier back, so we can actually progress our way through. So again, just do the same, press the white button, and then the second and the third glyph. I mean, they kind of look like cherries. Upside down cherries and normal hanging cherries. Yeah. Okay, right, we'll just crouch under the left-hand side one first. We don't really need our torch at all. And then if we take a right, we'll go up the steps. And we're going to need to fix the way again. So again, press the white button, and then the second and third glyph. Koth and the cherries. I don't even like cherries. Alright, so let us now turn to the left as we get to this point so we can head down some stairs. And, well, yeah, there ain't nothing down there apart from a pit, but we will interact with the pit. I don't think this unlocks an achievement. Nope, it doesn't. So we will continue on our merry band of merry weather men ways. Without dying, of course, would be mega handy as well. So crouch under. Just continuing to crouch under. You will have to use the glyph once again. So the cast Koth. So get your cast Koth out, and then cast Koth your way through. Interact with this big, giant, green, spider-looking, disastrous statue. This is for an achievement. Ta-da, there it is. Big statue. Nice, nice. And then just head up the way. So this is the abyss, and effectively all we're doing is we're going to be doing a lot of walking down a lot of steps. There's only a few things that we need to sort of look at and interact with. But yeah, for now you're literally just heading down, heading to the right, heading down, heading to the right, and continuing on your merry little way down. Moo! Spooky. I just mooed. Ghost cow.
The darkness that occupies this tunnel feels unnatural. The feeble lightness of my torch is at least a bull comfort.
So for another achievement though, as we get down here, we're going to find a crystal, a light crystal hanging from the wall. Now we're going to interact with it for interacting with the light crystal, but basically these will come in handy the deeper we go into the abyss and our torch gets cut out. So basically these light crystals will come in handy to save our sanity and we won't die and stuff. So, but for now our sanity will be fine because we've got our torch. So continue on your way down again.
An icy wind aroused from these tunnels. Did the torch's light dim? Or was it a mere trick of my imagination?
Alright, so this is the point then where our torch gets blown out. So again, we will have to, I mean, it doesn't really go fast, but you need to be as quick as you can. And then every light source, every light crystal that hangs off the ceiling, you need to stand by it until, as you can see there, your brain meter on the right-hand side, it's going up. As soon as it gets to 0, you will obviously die. But again, like I mentioned earlier, if you do end up dying, you will literally start with, you know, literally like 1 second prior, so it's not too bad. But we're going to get down here. Remember, it's the first and third glyph option. So, Dispel Koth. And then head down. Now, I am actually going to die here. But because I've already opened up the gate... Oh no, my sanity! I've gone insane! Again, as I said earlier, in lightness or darkness, my sanity's already gone. My brain is fried. But again, I have died, but I will start at the light source just ahead of us. So that is always handy. So, again, if you do die, don't worry. You will literally start either just ahead of where you died or a little bit behind. Not too bad. But again, there's only really one way we can go, and that is straightforward, down, right and down, and right and down. Alright, so as we get to this weird little room, we're going to head up to the opposite side. You don't have to interact with this coffin thing, tomb or whatever it is. But what we do need to go is head up the steps here to the left. Now it is extremely dark here. So just look at the floor and interact with the glyph once again. The fourth glyph has been found. Right, so we can actually just jump straight down here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a light. That's the way we need to go, just down the tunnel there. Just going to grab a little bit of light source, just for, you know, paranoia-fueled stuff. But because we found the fourth glyph, we obviously have a new power, or whatever it is, as it were. So this time, with these light crystals that are wrapped up in vines, or whatever they're wrapped up in, it's going to be the second and the fourth one. So cast Katuga. So 2 and 4. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to, again, continue heading down. And anytime you see one of these light crystals wrapped up in vines, press the Y button to open up your glyph journal. And then press the second and the fourth glyph. Cast Katuga. And I got no idea who that short little dumpling cake is, but you know, we get an achievement for finding said short dumpling cake. So as we head down here, we're going to be up against another barrier. Remember, it's the Y button to open it with Glyph Journal, and then the first and third symbol. So Dispel Cough. And then straight away, go straight forward, and then it's the second and fourth glyph, Cast Katuga. Now, I just about managed to do that before dying. But again, what it'll do, because I got rid of the barrier and just about done that, it will start me from that particular light crystal. If you didn't manage to make it for whatever particular reason, you'll just start from the previous light crystal. So, but if you've already done the gate will be gone. So, it's all good, it's all good. So this time you are just literally, again, heading straight forward. Not a lot else to do, apart from count your blessings that you're not insane in real life. Potentially. Right, we finally made it out of the abyss. The abyss. Anyway, there's only one certain painting that you're going to need to look at for an achievement, and it is the one with all the glyphs on it. This one here on the left-hand side right now. So, there we go. Once you've interacted with that, that should be your 14th achievement. The rest you actually don't have to interact with. You can just continue following the rather linear path.
My initial presumption that the depicted creatures were representations of humans was just a shield against the profound horrors that dwell within the city's depths. A truth so unspeakable that I dare not express it with the voice of my conscious mind.
And this is actually now going to be the end of the game. So once we get down here, we're going to interact with the pink doors or whatever it is straight in front of us. It's going to be a little bit of a cutscene, and then after the cutscene, you will get the end of story achievement. So I am going to leave it right about... yeah. Or maybe... yeah. Or maybe right about... yeah. Yep, so there we go. So thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. Another easy 1000 gamer score. Plus, you can get the Xbox One version of PC as well for an extra couple of 1000 Gs added to your wish list. But I will leave it now. So thank you so much for watching again, guys and gals. Obviously, share with a friend. Tell everyone about me. Please, and I'll love you forever. But until the next time, I shall see you in the next one. Big love.
The recollections of my visit to the Nameless city are an amalgam of an eldritch nightmare and an uncanny reality. Amidst a hazy fog are my memories. A vivid sensation endures. Inexorable dread of being pulled into an otherworldly abyss of light. Those silhouettes, the eerie forms of the crawling reptiles of the Nameless city, against the luminous ether of the abyss. indelible mark that is etched in my worst nightmares at night is the vision of a grotesque and gargantuan beast that reigned over the city beyond.